You mentioned when professional management came in, the business went topsy-turvy and you incurred a 90 crore rupee loss. तो professional management होता क्या है? और इन्होंने ऐसा क्या कर दिया जिसकी वजह से आप 90 करोड़ के लॉस में चले गए?
Unfortunately, if you want to take the game to the next level, it needs investment. And the best investment you can do is with the people you get on board. We went and hired the best individuals you can find. I would proudly say that we were the best institutionalized team in the industry a year back. We had the professional CEO who came on board. सारे डिपार्टमेंट में प्रोसेसेस डाले थे, SAP, ERP डाला था, which investors also push you to do it, or it's a must of the business also. See, intent is to do always the best. Outcome is not in our hand. So मेरे हिसाब से we went थोड़ा too much overboard in the future than being realistic that how much the business should absorb आज की तारीख में. We started, हम लोग खर्चे जो 3 साल दूर का था, we started investing today, and that makes a lot of chaos for the people who also are leading us, leading the company at that time. कि बहुत हो रहा है, right? Too many things. You're a startup. You are under pressure that you have to. Revenue growth is important. Reduce burns. Biggest thing in FMCG एक चीज होता है कि marketing is very important. I think celebrities just didn't work for us. मेरे पास इतने customers आते थे मेरे पास कि why did you go get this celebrity? Without that we were buying you. आपने ये क्यों किया? Now we also have a vision that only the internet knows, wow, I want people in T2, T3, Tier 2 and Tier 3 to know us about it. Now, हमारे पे कोई case study नहीं है, कोई playbook नहीं है. I'm also taking a risk. I think this is also one big thing which didn't work for us.
You made a few mistakes, which is first was the transitioning wala, second was a large number of SKUs. In this case, it was 400 SKUs. You've cut it down to 200. Celebrity endorsement is also one big mistake. It is better to have an authentic story than to have a fancy celebrity speak about your product. Now, what exactly are the steps that you're taking to reboot the brand? And what's going on at WOW right now?
We have still got a very good customer base who come and buy us every month. Of course, there's no better joy than growth. Everybody wants growth. But we are also under pressure ki today's need of the hour is 3 years back, you could burn money and still raise money. आज की तारीख में profitability is the holy grail. For me, over the last 1 year, is getting unit economics back on track. Another biggest and the worst thing what we could have done is also discount the brand. I think discounting kills a brand, which we went overboard. Because see, हम जब discount करते हैं ना, and हमारा mindset क्या होता था ना, we want customers to try you. But the question is, जब वो try करता है ना, he gets it at a lower price, he thinks value of the product is off. जैसे हम लोग sampling करते थे, on Vistara we were the first कोई brand था कि जो was flying with them कि हम लोग उनको sample भी दे देते.
So would you say that sampling works at the top of the pyramid?
I feel sometimes it's wasteful. People don't use it also. जैसे हम लोग Vistara में देते थे samples, आधे time तो pocket में it used to be left back. Half the time जब हम sampling करते थे with the grocery e-commerce guys, it used to be either in the dustbin or never used. So I think, and one more thing, it's extremely expensive. Huh? It is not cheap. Sampling is one of the most expensive medium of marketing.
Tell me something, अगर मुझे आज अपने प्रोडक्ट को विस्तारा में सैम्पलिंग कराना है या एयर इंडिया में सैम्पलिंग कराना है तो मुझे कितने पैसे लगेंगे एक फ्लाइट में सैम्पलिंग कराने के लिए?
Per person होगा around 12 से 15 रुपए.
For a skincare product?
Yeah, each. That's including the COG of the sampler.
अभी जो 10 से 12 रुपया जो है, क्या ये विस्तारा मुझे चार्ज करता है? क्या ये सिर्फ
विस्तारा or any of these guys would take around $4-5 bucks in it. 4-5 रुपए. Those days, huh? Those days. I'm not too sure what is. मैं आज की तारीख में I see no sampling there much. मैं ना किसी से बात कर रहा था in Amazon and उसने बोला, he told me one very good insight. बहुत अच्छा insight बोला था. When you give a high discount, customer perception होता है कि इसमें कुछ problem है. That's also one thing which is, so discounting kills your brand. And I think we went overboard on discounting. And अभी आज की तारीख में मैं बहुत देखता हूँ कि है, it's in the ecosystem because everybody, but at our end, we are controlling it dramatically, giving value back to the customer than discounting the product.
Got it. Now, what do the next 4-5 years look like? What's your target like? Because I want people to revisit this podcast and see, you know what, Manish said this and he did it.
Yeah, it could go both the ways actually, but
that's okay.
I love this category. So I don't see anything out of this category कि मैं कुछ और करूँगा. But I am very confident, and I again go back to basics कि best of the best brands. आप देख लीजिए Nike, Louis Vuitton, all who have come to near death positions 2-3 times. जब मैंने ब्रांड खोला था ये फैक्टर किया ही था. It's not a surprise to me. So from my end, going back to basics, innovations बहुत किए. Give customers which are ahead of time on experience, efficacy, and to be remembered कि ये अलग है. So yeah, we have lost our shine a bit. That happens to everyone. No? There's a time which it's a human cycle. सबका time होता है. You're always under pressure. I'm sure even with creators online, there's always a pressure. No?
A lot of pressure,
Yeah,
I must say.
I feel sad for our dermats, yeah, poor fellows. They are also always under pressure as an example, because their job is to give you the right advice and the right product. Unfortunately, they are also in a cycle where they are always under pressure. That what do I give next? What do I give next? Which is confusing everybody. So innovation, I think, सबसे important चीज है for any individual or any business which you're doing. हटके होना चाहिए. आप कॉपी कर रहे हो कुछ, then you're a commodity. But if you are doing something different, then you're a brand. So now 2025 December, I would say we are in a commodity mode back again. I want to see 2026 as a year where we will stabilize, and I think 2027 will be my year.
So 2027 you'll be profitable?
I want to be profitable in the next couple of quarters. We're almost there. But obviously there's a decline in revenues, which I'm okay with. Again,
it's interesting that now you're at 233 crores in revenue.
Yes.
And you still think it's a hard time.
Unfortunately, a brand which doesn't grow is untouchable.
But don't you think all brands go through that cycle?
Yeah, but it is a cycle only a founder can feel it. People who are looking at you from outside have a totally different opinion hota hai, right? So as founders, we have to give our best. Outcome हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. So it is large, but you still have to be very, very cautious in times like this.
The last thing that I want to ask you is, what did you learn about people and relationships through this hard phase?
My younger son, he saw my financials and said, I was in a loss. I said, yes, beta, it takes time because you're investing in for the future and it takes time. Will you be able to pay my school fees? So you do get these kind of doubtful scenarios, but you know, जिस बंदे ने have seen, wouldn't say crisis, but have seen cycles, I think it's normal, and you have to be cool and calm. I also have it in the back of the mind कि मेरा time आएगा.
Amazing. If this clip gave you value, please subscribe to this channel so that we can keep bringing you game-changing business insights.